Recently, 7 simul and sheerin have caught on as top and popular clock methods for top solvers. Recently, of course, Tommy Cherry and Caleb Treford have both gotten world records with 7 simul and sheerin respectively. And a lot of clock solvers have shifted to this amazing new batch of methods. And it's great, they're all great. No flip is awesome. However, what about people who don't like clock that much? What about people who don't want to practice that much? And people who just don't want to deal with memorization. For example, the memorization aspect of sheerin and 7 simul has led to DNFing. It requires a lot of practice and inspection practice to get down good. So what if you don't want to do that? What if you want to become good at clock? Utilize the simultaneous move aspect of 7 simul and sheerin without the memorization aspect of them. That's where 10 Move Memoless comes in. It's an awesome new clock method that combines the non-memorization of flip with the simultaneous efficiency of 7 simul and sheerin. To my knowledge, this is the first and only tutorial on YouTube that covers this method. I'm going to assume that you know flip and use this pin order, but feel free to ask us what to do if your pin order is different. So without further ado, let's begin. So starting on the side where you ended scrambling, first you want to have the DR pin up, and then move it so that these two match. And then, while doing that, do a simultaneous move where you move these two to match. You move this UL clock to match the L clock. Then you solve it as normal, but make sure to not put all the clocks to 12 o'clock, because we will do that at the end. Then we flip. Next, we're going to do DR again, and while moving this clock to match this, we're going to move this clock to match this. And that causes a corner skip. Next, we're going to do this similar thing where while moving this clock to match this, we're going to move this clock to match this with the UR pin. And then we solve the rest of it as normal. We solve the cross. Now, we put everything but the DL pin up, and then we want to match this clock to this. So this stays stationary and this moves. And then finally, we do a slash move, and then solve the entirety of the clock. Alright, this time a bit faster. So first, we move that to match, and these two to match. Then we solve it as usual, but don't align it to 12 o'clock. Then we flip, do DR, and match these two. Then UR, match these two and these two. And then solve the clock as usual until we get to this step where we match these two. And then solve the clock.
So, first step is you want to do DR and create the bars like that. Then you want to match this bar to this edge, match this pair to this pair, and match this pair all to this. Then you're going to X2 flip and solve the same thing, match the corners and edges, and you're gonna do something like this where this is pair, this is paired, this is paired. Then match this here, boom, and 12 is facing downwards because you started with 12 on top. So match everything to the bottom, and boom, solved.
Well, that's pretty much it. Good luck and happy clocking.